Welcome to another Jackalmen Games podcast. We were created with laughter in mind, so join us while we giggle and grow together.
Jackal Hunt.
Jackal Hunt. Let's do Jackal Hunt.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? I'm doing a Jackal Hunt spot with Maul.
Yeah, man. We actually just had a meeting today with Wiregrass Makerspace. Their Etsy page is now up and available for everybody. So I will be filming the first part of their product review tonight and or tomorrow, and that should be going out on our YouTube soon and other places. And so you guys will see firsthand at what's going to be up for grabs at the Jackal Hunt, as well as what you can just order if you're unable to make it through Wiregrass Makerspace on their Etsy page.
Hey, can I make a plug real quick?
What's up?
I want to plug Wiregrass Makerspace. If you don't know about them, in our last podcast, Unlucky, we have Joshua from the Wiregrass Makerspace. He gives us a whole plug for the Jackal Hunt that's coming up on April 27th, 2019 in Mount Dora, Florida.
Yes, at Breakpoint Games. It's going to be insane.
Hey, I also want to mention something else, Eric.
What's up?
Yo, people are actually starting to talk about the Jackal Hunt, like more than just us.
Yeah, and I keep hearing it everywhere I go. I hear it on streams. I hear it on like networks. Like
you hear it on streams? Who's talking about us?
Man, I've heard it on the Tampa stream. I've heard it on one other stream. I can't remember, but
it wasn't our voices saying it on the other streams, right?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
on neither one.
Dope. Yes.
And also, like, say we get messages, say from like recently we got in touch, or Symbio from T3 Gaming. Shout out to T3 Gaming, got in touch with us, and because they had heard about it and they reached out to us, and that was really awesome.
Yeah, like they asked if we could send you, or they asked, can we send to the Jackal Hunt a spot gloss Boba Fett?
And we're like, of course you can.
It's like, yeah, why not? So that would be up for grabs. That would probably be a raffle item.
Yeah, it will. And that's another thing is, like, it's also perfectly themed because Boba is the bounty hunter, So,
yeah. Yes, I like the quote. It was like, I just got this extra at one of the GQs and I wanted to use it to give away to something. So here.
This is a perfect opportunity. Yeah. But yeah, so we're going to have a lot of the prizes that we do have on hand for raffles and stuff, and for prize support. Joshua will also be there at Mount Dora, and he will have some extras of some things. So if you don't win necessarily what you want or any of the other product, you might be able to purchase that item through him. And if you're unable to go, get in contact with us. We'll get you in contact with their Etsy page, or just them on Facebook or wherever it is, so you can custom order whatever you want, and there should be no problems from there.
And you know what we haven't done in a while?
What's that?
We haven't explained the gimmick of the Jackal Hunt in a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So it is bounty hunter themed for us Jackalmen. Each Jackalman, all 7 of us will be there for the first time, which is, first of all, crazy because we've been up to 6, but we haven't had all 7 at one point. And so each Jackalman will be playing an elite bounty hunter, which all of them have been listed. I'm playing Osage Ventress. Nick is playing Greedo. You are playing Boss. Cad Bane is being played by Fortune. Riddlebox is playing Boba Fett. Jeff is playing Django. And Aura Singh is being played by Karma. But to be able to do this, we're all playing boss decks, where we have access to, our decks will be infinite, but everyone else's will be new standard. We will not have access to things like Second Chance. We will not have access to things like Hyperspace Jump, Force Illusion, Sith Holocron, things of that nature. That would.
I think we also canceled Bait and Switch.
I don't know yet. I think that one's just more themed. Like it makes sense for us to be able to have access to that. But
yeah, my deck will only be able to run one of it though.
Right. So it won't hurt because of things like that. But also because we need a leg up. We also have an opportunity. So Jackalmen are fighting for something. I want you guys to know that we're not there to just lay down for you guys. We are all seeing who can keep the most, because what it is as of right now, whenever you sit down across from a Jackalman, your goal is to beat us. And if you beat us, not only will you get a custom art card made by our own Mr. Tony down in Tampa, um, but you will also receive a token. And this token will have our names on it, and saying that you beat us. And the first person to collect 3 of these is the only person that will receive the 3 token prize. And that prize is the Jackalmen bounty box that is not going to be in the first place, but it'll be the second one that we have access to.
Oh,
So
cool.
it's like a mini game within that. As well as if you win 1 at the end of it all, you only beat 1 Jackalmen, you can turn it in. You'll get a special, you've seen it on TTS, and you've seen me use it if you've watched any of my games, because I'm currently the only one that has one, besides Karma has one of mine. But my power action overwrite tokens, you will receive 1 of those. If you turn in 2 by the end of the event, you will receive a full token set, which includes resource, damage, and shield sets, which actually has a value of $20 for custom make for all of them. As well as, so for the Jackalmen, whoever can present the most tokens left, or we're thinking possibly dog tags or something,
Yeah.
they get a prize for us. So we're actually playing for something in the tournament.
What?
We have actual prizes for us if we get over 2 wins and stuff like that. So we actually have a motive to play, build, and to play to win. So it's going to be really fun for everybody. In between rounds, we're going to have raffles for everybody. Everybody should leave with something. And overall, it's going to be a really fun event.
I want to make a reference for all my anime nerds. And to
Well,
you who played Yu-Gi-Oh before. It just
first,
something about this reminds me of like Battle City.
dude,
Yeah.
give me that locator card, bruh.
Yeah, I need that locator card and your strongest card in your deck.
Right. Go, let me get that Vader's fist.
Yeah. Oh
But
man.
yeah, and so kind of just transitioning, because I know we're here short on time because you have the other part of the podcast to
Yeah,
do.
thanks, bro.
Yeah, no. And so yeah, so this past Saturday, me and Fortune, we woke up at 5 in the morning. Fortune had 1 hour of sleep. We drove 5 hours to Orlando. We got with Ashton and Nick, and then we went 30 minutes, picked up Deadeye Archer. Shout out to him. He was really nice. He was a sweet person. I love him to death. Love you, Charlie. And then we went to Tampa. We were 40 minutes late to the tournament. So shout out to them for holding it off for us. But they were like, these guys came 7.5 hours to play in the Sith Cup. It was 4 rounds, but we all agreed later on in the tournament that it would cut to top 8, which did not work either. But we'll get into that. I ended up playing Ashton first round. Ashton just knew how to beat my deck because I was playing my new version of Tarkin Snoke. He was my only loss of the day. I went 3-1, and the rest of my games were I wouldn't say close, but I wouldn't say not close. And I mean, the deck did what it's supposed to do, where it's just like overwhelm my opponent, whether or not I had 2 health or not left. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. And I'm really excited to release that list after Convergence comes out, because everybody's list that I've seen of the Tarkin Snoke has been, I'm not going to say bad, but hasn't been the best version it can be. And there's like 16 cards minimum that, are different between ours. So I'm really excited to be able to present that to you guys. It'll probably be on Dr. Maul first, or on our Patreon release first. But yeah, so I played Target Snoke. I had a lot of fun. Shout out to, I played Christian, I played Phil, I played who else did I play? Who did I play last round? Chad from down in Tampa, and I played Ashton. And so we go to cut the top 8, and everyone's like, "Man, this is going to take forever. Do you guys just want to split?" And so we said yes. And they looked at the pairings. I was in 3rd place. Jeffrey Beach was in 2nd place. He was playing Aiden Saboba, who we played afterwards, and he had already lost to James. James, I'll let him give his, but And then our Jeff, Headless Django, was in 4th place. So even if it cut to top 4, it would be us playing it out. So we had a 3 out of 4 chance of a Jackalmen bringing home the Mall Skull trophy, which is awesome.
Yeah, which is made by the same artist as our alternate art cards for the Jackal Hunt.
Tony did an amazing job. And so if you guys kept up with our Facebook or anything like that, you saw that James did win the event. I'll let him give his recap, though. Shout out to him. Everyone agreed that we were cool with the pairings or the standings as is. Everyone got store credit, as well as we walked home with the trophy. And so it was a really good day. We had a wonderful trip. We were also able to, the following day, get with Ashton and a lot of, we were able to do a lot of stuff for our Patreons that are coming up with the coaching videos. And when we say coaching videos, we don't mean we can offer coaching one-on-one with you guys, but what it is us say, for instance, this one that's going up is I'm sitting beside Ashton and he's playing against James, and they're both playing blue solidarity decks. And I just question some plays that Ashton's playing game 1 and let him do his play style. Now game 2, I'm coaching him, and you can see the dramatic changes that happen from game 1 to game 2, where he's able to, where he got blown out playing his way, to where I was able to lead him to victory in game 2, based off of that. And you get to see my mindset as well as his, and hopefully we can bring more content like that whenever we're all together to you guys soon. And that will be available through our $5 up to our $5 and up Patreons, just like Dr. Maul will be as well.
So there was another tournament that you guys are going to with Ashton at Waterford, right?
Yeah, no, actually, this one's also still in Tampa. It's labeled as the Tampa Store Championship. It's not a FFG Store Championship, but it's a Store Championship nonetheless that they're holding themselves, which we're super excited for. We're going to travel again, but this time we're taking Deanna, and so it'll be me, James, Deanna, Jeff, Nick, and
it's just
Ashton.
it's
so
just no me.
Right, and with you living in New Jersey, that's kind of acceptable at that point. So,
yeah.
But yeah, no, we're going to go 6 Jackalmen deep, and this is kind of since the set drops next weekend, so we're going to, and everyone's going to be playing Convergence after this. This is a actual standard tournament as of right now, and this will be our last send-off for our standard decks, and I already know what I'm going with, and I think it's going to be what I'm most comfortable with. I don't know if I want to say it on the podcast.
Well, I mean, you've already played it.
Yeah, it'll be dropping afterwards. So I'll be playing Tarkin Snoke, just my old version, but I might tweak it a little bit from what I won the regional with. But yeah, man, I'm super excited for it. I love those guys down there. They're really great to play with, and they're really good competition. So hopefully we have a good turnout, and hopefully we get a lot of good content out for you guys. And yeah, I think I covered everything so far.
Way to go, bro. Thank you so much for popping in. It's like a full party up in this podcast.
Oh, yeah, man. I appreciate you guys having me on. And like I said, I look forward to doing all these extra things, cool things. And hopefully Dr. Maul gets more popping. And I can't wait for you guys to see it, because we worked really hard on it, me and Kevin and just the team as a whole. And appreciate you guys for listening to the podcast. Kevin does a great job.
I try, even though I've had to edit every single time that I'm an asshole. So,
well, you are an asshole.
I'm the issue?
No, I think you're making fun of me.
No. I'm the issue, because apparently I'm an asshole according to Eric in the Jackal spot, and now.
Ooh, you're an asshole, huh?
Yeah, I'm a dirty asshole.
Maybe Charmin clean.
Charmin clean.
Well,
man, I never understood like the multiple ply toilet paper. Like, could you imagine trying to wipe your behind with like 7-ply? You know how many like giant dingleberries that would be left behind? That junk rolls. It don't slide.
The new podcast right here.
It's been recording, so.
I just want people to understand that.
Hey, Ashton, is it easier to wipe your butt? Do you just like reach where your legs shouldn't be?
Yeah, because now I got like a whole leg room to just like reach sideways. There's no like spread and reach in front or scoot forward and reach behind. It's just like there. It's like the most hygienic thing possible for the mankind. I mean, think about it. It's so hygienic that I walk around with a portable napkin.
Yeah, Kevin said he's
Like, what's my inseam's like what 34? So that's a 34 inseam napkin.
That I've used before as a napkin.
Yeah.
Don't you
Yep.
tell me that.
It's like, yes, ma'am, can I have the check? Oh, hold on 1 second. My friend's still wiping his face with my pants.
For those of you that don't know, Ashton has one leg, so that now makes the joke a little bit more funny.
And if you want proof, watch the intro of our YouTube content. You will see me
Yeah.
for 3 seconds
Yeah.
crutching.
Crutching.
No, you're walking.
He walks faster than the rest of us do.
Damn right.
And
Yeah, did you see me bolt through that door? I was just like bolted through that
Wow.
door, and everybody else, like poor Nick's, like 10 years behind me, still trying to walk through.
Me and James have witnessed you bust your ass too.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Or was
Yeah,
that
I straight up thought
yeah.
that you were going to slide underneath the guardrail.
so?
Oh my God, he's wedged in between the guardrail. Pull him out. What do I pull? The one leg
Or the napkin.
or the pull the napkin.
Yeah. So Ashton had a chance encounter with wet tiles.
I tried to catch myself though.
Yeah, but like
You tried.
we were carrying like your computer.
I hopped like 4 times, and then just like brought out like a
It was slow motion.
starfish in the ocean.
Yeah.
Ashton, we
What?
need to get you to film a version of the Pixar logo.
The 3 hops, and I'll hop on the eye, and then it'll flatten to the ground.
We could make it the first A in Jackalmen.
You know what? I think I just found my new costume party for the Jackalmen Games Halloween special.
There you go.
That's my new costume.
But look, we could go to the movies and we can use Ashton's pants leg to put snacks and drinks in.
Oh, I've
and
done
they'll
that.
never know. Are you serious?
Go.
Yeah, one time I hit a shotgun in my pant leg
What?
because someone said I couldn't do it. And then like you should have seen me imitate what it would be like to shoot the shotgun if it was still in my pant leg. That was pretty funny.
Which way
Oh
was
my
the
God.
nozzle pointing? And by nozzle,
I was about to say.
Obviously not upward
Down.
because that would be very
Stupid.
stupid. Yeah.
More stupid than the shotgun being in your pants leg.
is it any more
Yes.
stupid than me saying the word nozzle?
Nozzle. Depends on how you use it. Can I touch your nozzle? You may clean your nozzle.
With Charmin 2-ply.
Yeah.
How many dingleberries?
Golf ball sized dingleberries. That's what I'm saying.
You're walking funny over there.
Yeah.
See, I told Ashton that we needed to have him on because I haven't been able to play off of him recently. And I'm getting better, and we're getting better at playing off of each other, the 3 of us. But we needed some Ashton giggles today.
It's very true.
I don't even know what's going on. Someone just said, jump on Discord. We're going to record a podcast. And I said, what's the schedule? We don't have one. Oh, that's my kind of podcast.
Yeah, we don't have a schedule at all, and the someone is me.
That's okay. You've been doing really well keeping a schedule together. So
Yeah, and you know what? Nobody messaged us and helped us podcast in any way. I was trying to make it super fun and make it an Ask Me Anything.
I think
But-
everyone's just in shock that FFG actually announced a release date and a release date for the
With Carter sets.
Obi-Wan. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of interesting.
So okay, so way to rein this in, Ashton. I appreciate you.
Oh, just clip it. Clip it.
No,
edit.
no,
No one heard it.
no. That's not what I was saying. I was saying thank you, like for real. I had no idea how to segue.
Oh, there you go. Segue. I could write one of those.
I was fully thinking the same thing.
Deanna's gone now.
It's
What?
okay.
No, it's okay.
It's fine.
It's okay
So it's
there. James,
She's so the-
James, random laugh. He says nothing, but that giggle just cracked me up.
Okay, so let's ride this segue the right way and not fall off into the void again, boys and girls.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody's like, nope, next podcast.
So the release date for the set is the 28th, but then what was the official date for the starters?
4/4.
Okay, so that's one whole week.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, because like I'm just not gonna open a box until I get my draft set.
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
I mean, it's better than having to wait until Q2 for the freaking draft set.
I mean, it is better, but it's just like I don't know. I just want to kind of keep everything together and.
Mostly excited about Knighthood and Ahsoka and like getting to
Mhm.
play with all of my cards and draft everything. And now they're like, no.
So now it's like you open up all your packs, then you draft, and it's like, what's the point?
Yep.
I don't get that. You think the draft would be like the first thing they release?
But-
That's okay because we got proxies, so we can do whatever the heck we want when we want.
Yeah, we can draft on TTS.
That's right. Hashtag future content.
Hashtag thank you, Ashton, for making all the proxies by yourself at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And then recording videos.
Yeah, I don't know why 1 o'clock in the morning is like my time, but it's not a good idea considering I have to wake up at 5 every morning.
It's also not a good idea because like everybody's like, hey, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
Please.
But you know what? I could have been there playing with you guys and making mistakes, but I was a grumpy Gus last night.
So I literally am getting ready to send an email to Folgers for sponsorship.
Really?
You know how much money I give them? They should be at least giving me some sort of like free coffee, and I'll
Wait,
just put them in all my videos,
hold
powered
on.
by Folgers.
Let's give them a test spot, because I did some research about how people get funding for podcasts. So every 1,000 influences, you can get $15 from a sponsor for a 15-second spot. So Ashton, can you give Folgers a test 15-second spot for this podcast?
Absolutely, Folgers, powering Jackalmen games since 1966. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Was that 15 seconds long?
That
That was
about-
like 5 seconds.
Keep going.
Just slow that down. The best
No,
part.
Ashton, stop.
I was like, I had like 8 seconds to that.
No, it's like 6 seconds for real. James was counting.
James, you're an hour behind us. Your counting is different.
Actually, I said 1966. Actually, it's
We're all-
1850.
We're also
I'm on their
from,
website right now.
we're also from Alabama, so, we have no idea how to count.
Nope.
Yeah, Eric doesn't know how to read. You don't know how to count. Alabama's an hour behind. New Jersey's the best.
Potholes everywhere. That's all I'm saying.
In Alabama,
So seriously,
yeah,
I'm emailing
All that
Folgers
money,
right now.
Toll roads and potholes everywhere.
the best part of waking up.
Is Ashton in my cup?
Hey, I see UP, buddy. I mean,
Wasn't
I
there
cup
already? Okay, I found their email address. That's it.
at
Con-
Folgers.com. Folgers at
Contact us.
Folgers.com.
You have been such an inspiration to me on my late night evenings.
And I drink it pure. I don't put any sugar or cream in that.
No, just full authentic.
Folgers. Okay, so just to provide some kind of structure to this, because so far it's just been riffing and goofs. This is the last podcast of season 1. This is episode 8.
I love your coffee. Would you be willing to sponsor me with your beautiful nectar? First name, Ashton.
You have to
Last
mention
name?
the podcast in there
Griner.
somewhere.
Last name
Mr.
Oh,
Griner.
I've already got like 6 like Twitter links, YouTube
Tony
links,
Naylor
Facebook
gets
links.
Folgers.
I'm gonna tell them about the jackal hunt. They'll provide us with some like instant coffee trash.
Give us a can of instant coffee to raffle off.
That's what I'm saying.
Our
Put
newest
Jack on
sponsor.
it, it's fine.
Bro, if this happens,
Oh my god.
I'm trying to type quietly. I'm
No,
not
it's
giving up
okay.
on this.
It's fine.
Okay, let's see what they say. No, you freaking idiot. You're on more things than caffeine.
Something else that starts
One
with a
leg and crutches.
Oh, man, I'll mention that. They'll have to, because otherwise it'd be discrimination. It's because I'm disabled, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm not good enough for your 1850s coffee.
You didn't even say the D in discrimination. You just said it's discrimination.
Yeah. I'm a degenerate. What do you think?
I'm from Florida.
Not much better than Alabama.
Okay, Ashton, you gotta stop typing now.
Last thing, put my birth date in. November 27th. I am not a robot. Submit. Oh, snap. Storefronts. What? What's up with all this picture crap? They really got robots logging in on Folger? That's a problem?
Coffee is addiction.
Even for
the
robots. Yes!
I can quit when I want.
That's what every addict says.
Now I gotta click on palm trees. This is ridiculous.
I love
Apparently
how
I'm a robot.
on palm trees in Florida.
Why is it telling my phone numbers wrong? They don't know my phone number. That's why they're asking me to type it in. Oh, I missed a digit.
So anyways.
All right, I'm good.
You're good.
So anyways.
Invite Ashton to wreck the podcast. That's the way it goes.
It's okay. It's fine. It would have been
We're looking forward to answering your inquiry. No, you're not. You have a great day also. Okay, I'm done. I asked for sponsorship. Let's see what happens.
Ashton, you said you were done already.
Okay.
I'm so sad.
All right, I'm ready.
30 minutes.
All right, time to start the podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the last episode of season 1. We decided to structure the podcast in terms of the set's release. So every time there's a new set, so every 4 months, there will most likely be a new season of podcast. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I'm going to shake up the structure, if I keep it the same, if I just change season 1 to season 2. But it'll be different one way or another. I have with me Ashton, Deanna.
I'd like to thank Folgers for making such a beautiful product. You've done a lot of people good since 1850, and we really appreciate it. And you've helped me through a lot of rough times. So I'm glad to have you as a sponsor for Jackalmen Games. And you helped me continue to make great product. I still got to talk for 3 more seconds to hit that promotional 15 mark. And thank you so much.
Folgers.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Should it be shake and brew?
You don't shake coffee. What's wrong with you?
I shake
Have you
my
ever
own
gotten
coffee.
one of those Starbucks things?
Thank you. I shake that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, shaking things is Deanna.
What?
Hi, Deanna.
Hello.
That's all I wanted was a hi, but Ashton had to give me a second, 15-second spot for Folgers.
I was gonna give you a hello, and then he just straight up jumped in with his folders.
And James.
Yo, 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 yo. What up?
Oh my god.
What's wrong with that?
Let's just talk about where you guys went last week.
I'm about to fall off the bed. Thank you.
Well, I went to work.
No,
I went home.
Star Wars Destiny related.
Okay, I was actually confused for a second.
No, how could you be confused? This is a Star Wars Destiny podcast. Where we only talk about, apparently, Folgers, napkins, and
This is what happened.
Star Wars Destiny.
And Charmin.
James woke up. James drove 5 hours to Florida. James won a tournament.
I woke up with an hour of sleep, drove 7 hours to Florida, and won a tournament.
And then we went to Bahama Breeze.
And got drunk.
And Eric
And
threw up in a
got yelled
trash
at, by the
can.
way, apparently we didn't have enough.
Even though we
Hold
all
on.
tip like 20%.
There's like 8 stories in there, so let's take this nice and slow. So 1 hour of sleep. What you doing?
Instead of sleeping,
Yeah.
working until midnight, and then I got home around 1 a.m., and then I have the word that says that you can't sleep. So I
Insomnia?
there you go, insomnia. So I
You-
was up until like 4 o'clock, and then I woke up at 5 o'clock, and now I was there.
Did you technically wake up if you didn't fall asleep?
I mean, I fell asleep at 4.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, kinda. It was that type of sleep, where you're asleep, but you don't really know you're asleep.
Yeah, you were like, I was up all night, but you actually said,
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
We went down to Tampa at Cool Stuff to take place of their Sith Cup.
Okay, that was a sentence.
That was a weird sentence.
You wanna try it one more time there, bud?
Yeah, sure.
Are you still on an hour of sleep?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Heroin's a hell of a drug.
We drove all the way down to visit Ashton, and we were going to go to a Sunday event, and turns out there was one in Tampa on Saturday as well. So we went down there Saturday, picked everyone up, picked up Deadeye Archer, Charlie, and Nick and Ashton, and then went on down to Tampa.
Okay, what'd you play?
I played something that I'm sure makes you very happy, Leia Landoman.
Was this standard or trilogy?
It was a trilogy.
Okay, Ashton, what'd you play?
I played this game called Star Wars Destiny. It was lots of fun. I hit the top 8, so I was pretty excited about that. And I played good old Qui-Gon Ayla.
What?
No, that's not what you ran.
I'm just trying to see if you paid attention, Kevin.
I paid attention. You played Tobias Mauler, you butt.
That's right. Man, you do care. You do love
I
me.
watched the stream.
I got smacked down pretty hard by Nick.
I didn't
was running.
I didn't watch that one. Oh yes, I did. I did
Yeah.
watch that one. You were like cussing up a storm at your best friend, who
Yeah, I was pretty
has
mad about that.
played Star Wars Destiny for like 3 months grand total, and I'm like, calm down. That's your friend.
Tell Eric that, because he got mad at me when I beat him.
Well, you've only been his friend for less amount of time, so that's acceptable.
That's true. But he got tilted.
Nick is your friend since birth, practically. Deanna, what'd you play?
Ouch. I didn't even get to go.
Me neither.
Yeah, you were working, right?
Yeah, sadly.
Okay. So, the post
You
on
started that fire right there with the burn.
it's okay.
Right.
I didn't mean to. Ashton has me in this weird mental space right now, and I don't mind it. I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Yeah.
I love to shake his head like a snow globe.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, for real, it was a really good event. They did a good job running it. It was really solid. They got everybody kind of seated, and they did a really good job at posting the character, like the player pairings, away from the tables. So that was kind of nice, because like I hate whenever you go to tournaments and like everybody's like all jam packed in this small little spot, and then they put like the posting and everybody's like all like bumping into each other. So there's lots of room. We ended up having 16 people, right, James?
Yeah, it was 16.
16. I think one guy dropped out after like the first round, or was it second round?
2-0 drop.
Okay, got it.
0-2 drop, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hey, can I make a plug really quick?
Sure.
Come to the Jackal Hunt on April 27th, 2019, where we will post our pairings away from the table.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Perfect.
We're hoping to not have that much room because it'll be so packed full of people.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
So yeah, it was a really good event. I felt like our whole team repped pretty strong. Everybody was pretty focused. Nick was playing Vader Greedo, like I was telling you earlier. I was playing Qui-Gon Ayla.
No, you weren't. Stop lying.
And then Eric was playing his Tarkin Snoke. And James was playing his Lando Leia. And Jeff, what was Jeff playing? Jeff was playing for Executioner, right?
Yeah, Afro XX, yeah.
Yeah.
It's scary, man. I mean, honestly, Afro just as a whole is scary. But those executioners getting to roll in as soon as your indirect damage takes out somebody, you're just like, wee.
Woo!
Yeah.
Afro's gonna be really scary when this new set drops and all the droids are in it.
Man,
So
you're
she's
kidding.
gonna be super gross.
Yeah, James and I were practicing a little bit last night, and he gave me that deck, and I trashed him with his deck that he built. So, there was some drama when you went to Bahama Breeze?
Drama at Bahama.
Yeah, so everyone sat there. Well, first off, it was full. So, like, we all went to the bar and got some drinks while we were waiting on our table. And we were standing there having a good time. Eventually, like 20 minutes later, we get our table. We sit down, everyone orders. They bring out the wrong food and hand it to me. And it was supposed to go to Charlie. When they figured that out, they handed it to Charlie, and he was like, hey, he's already, like, touched this. And because I was pointing out that it was the wrong food to them that had stuff on it that I didn't want. So can I get it remade? And they're like, yeah, sure. So they went to find my food, and it turned out that it had been sitting in the window just getting cold, so they had to remake mine. So, like, 15, 20 minutes later, me and Charlie finally get our food. We eat. Everyone's ready to go. We all tip. Dude makes like $80+ off the table. Everybody gets up to like leave and go to the bathroom, and I'm standing outside waiting for everyone to come out. And we were all sitting on the patio. So I'm standing right next to the patio, and I hear the guy clearing the table. And he goes, are you kidding me? These guys tipped me this much when they messed up their own damn food. And
He said that for real?
What? Yeah.
I just heard he was upset. I know he said that.
Yeah. It was just like, all right, well.
Good thing I didn't hear that. I would have kicked him in the neck.
Yeah.
Please don't fall.
Oh, I won't.
It's
Now, if I'm just like crutching normally, then yeah, out of nowhere, I'll just like sprawl out.
Can you sprawl out though?
Yeah, kind of.
Can you do a split?
Like 75%, right?
75%. You're already halfway there.
That's over halfway. Man, we are bad at math.
oh my god.
Maybe.
Please come to my second grade. You need them.
Listen, this is the last episode of this season.
It is.
What is there to talk about other than what
There's-
everybody else has already talked
There's
about?
freaking nothing. You know, I don't mean to call out anybody, but I was scrolling through Facebook trying to get inspiration, and it's just the same questions. Like, what card are you sad about leaving? Like, we did a whole podcast about that, and I feel so like empty
Right.
that we did a whole podcast about that.
I am
It's just-
surprised in the video that me and James did, how consistent and how much versatility Kess has from the new set.
Yeah, he's about as close to hyper aggro as you can get. Like I
And
didn't
is-
expect there to be that much action cheating.
Yeah, and it's an action. So like you can use that as many times as you want. It's not a power action on his character activations, or not activation, but his actual action is not power action. So like you can actually, do like patch of the trooper die, and then you can do it again.
Whereas you can like re-roll and get off some blanks and then action again.
Right.
Yeah.
That is gross.
And you don't have to just like burn through all your dice so quickly. Like you can actually kind of slow it down a little bit because you have the action that you can use multiple times instead of being a power action. So, because like right off the rip, I just expected it to be a power action. That's what I get for like really not reading it. And I was like, okay, power action this one time. But I'm like, oh wait, it is an action. But by that time, it really wasn't, useful.
Yeah, I think they've gotten away from the cards having a lot of stuff that's just an action because it gets over abused.
Right.
Where it can just
This
be
can be
like,
abused.
yeah, where you can just use that action, use it again, kind of like where Sienna had the action to spend 2 resources to ready a vehicle. They were like, no, let's change that to a power action because it's definitely going to get out of hand. Especially
Well,
with this thing because you can just make a ton of money.
It's nice because when I was running it with him with Rex, I was able to get them both elite, and I was able to still
Mhm.
like get resources, still get focus, still get damage. Like it adds a lot of consistency, but then you also have to think too, like how many dice am I resolving to just deliver 3 damage? So it's like
Yeah.
you don't want to burn through a resource and a focus, and then only have like 2 more character dice left that are trooper dice to just turn to X amount of damage and deal it. So you kind of have to really think and kind of do little packets. So that's really cool that it's not a power action. So you can kind of like do a focus, grab a resource if you want to secure something for like a play, and then you could still use the action again to resolve more die. But it's just trooper die. So, you'd have to kind of restrain yourself a little bit.
Well, then it keeps it from being over, once again, like the over abuse thing. It keeps it from doing that because it's specific to what it can be done on.
Right, because it's so close to an all-in, but it's not,
Mhm.
and if it was more like an all-in, that would be pretty broken.
It would be super broken. It would definitely have to be a power action.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, check out our YouTube video of Kess Rex. Woo!
Charmin Ultra, less is more.
Yo, can we do a 15-second spot for Charmin? Deanna,
Because I'm
Sure.
charming.
Deanna, do it. 15-second spot. Let's get Charmin.
Does it
and
involve
Folgers.
like a bear like rubbing his butt on a tree?
It
I don't know.
involves
I haven't
a
watched
family of
TV.
bears.
Netflix was
Why
invented.
can't he just be rubbing his butt on a Destiny card and then it doesn't work? so
Ooh,
he just
ooh.
so
If he
can-
did, what Destiny card
Yeah,
would it be?
yeah. What card would it be?
fucking new Vader.
Man, I got a new thumbnail.
It needs to be a character that's non-unique because you have so many of the same one. And it's Charmin, it's tissue, so it's so much of the same tissue.
It would
like
be-
the same suit over and over again. So it's the same like trooper or something over and over again.
No, it's Wookiee Warrior.
Yes.
Wookiee Warrior.
Because he's the most bear-like.
Because he's poo colored.
How many people would actually listen to the podcast this far through? Like it should just be like you should do some like
Oh,
exclusive.
this is a half-hour podcast. This is most of this is on the floor.
You should just have your exclusive comedy podcast at the end of every season.
Oh, that was the plan. That's why I didn't plan
Whole
anything.
thing can be Patreon.
Oh, now it's part of the plan. Part of the plan. Can't be Ashton's idea.
No,
See?
It has to be the teacher's idea. Gosh.
no, stop it. This is okay, fine. It was Ash's idea to have no plan, even though Ash has only been in one podcast, and he ruined that one.
What's gonna be funny is the podcast I'm gonna do with I Rebel this Sunday is gonna be like so on point and serious and
Well,
professional.
that's what it's supposed to be. You're
You're
being
doing an
you're not
IRL podcast? What?
Right? I don't
Yeah.
think it is.
Oh yeah, so I'm doing I Rebel podcast Sunday, and we're gonna talk about allies of necessity.
So, anyways, today in Destiny.
Yes, we got some FFG announcements, which is great.
Finally. Hello. Like a week before set. It's fine.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, hey, surprise! In 8 days, we're releasing the set.
No, thanks.
And then, like 8 days after that, we're releasing the starters that I can't pick up because I'll be in New York City. I can't even pick mine up.
you just have to watch me pick mine up.
That's just rude.
Is there an
Yeah,
official
I
release
said I
date?
won't with your collection sorting. Thank you very much.
No,
Is there an official release date for the draft set though, or they just kind of announced like a time frame area?
Q2, baby. Q2.
Okay.
Hey, I have a
Why do they
question
do that?
from Ryan McElwain from the Facebook. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how long do you think this game will last? Will it flame out within the next 2 years, or do you think it has potential to be a multi-generational game like Magic the Gathering? With all the new Star Wars movies and shows coming out, it seems like they would have no limit of material to draw from.
So the lore and the characters aren't really the issue. The issue that they're going to have is the symbols. So if they don't continue to like change up symbols or introduce new mechanics, then eventually they will kind of run out of like ideas. So it's like once you have so many characters with so much of a variety of character like health points and costs, like really like where hey, look, this is Kess, but instead it's a blue card and it's a Jedi.
Hey, I have another
Hi.
question for you. Before Convergence is released, which legendary character do you think will be the most sought after? Seeing the new
You didn't even
Padme,
let us answer.
I think she has. I don't care. I don't care if you didn't answer the other one.
Yay.
Look, it's the end of the set. I'm just pulling stuff out my butt.
Can you please put it back and Charmin wipe it?
Make sure you stretch it counterclockwise.
And make
Rotary
sure you
phone.
got a full cup of this wonderful Folgers Dark Blend.
Oh, that'll loosen it up.
Yeah,
That'll
Folgers is
loosen the
what
stools real good.
Folgers and Charmin work hand in hand.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, if you have
And
constipation,
No, I just mean like keeping yourself regular. Seeing the new
Anyway.
Padme, I think she has great value with a unique trait. But who do you feel would be the But who do you think would be set defining like Yoda, Vader, and Snoke have been? Ooh,
so we have to
Interesting.
see.
wait.
Yeah, we have to see who is a good engine.
Wait.
Mine.
That's by Jason Reese. Thank you, Jason.
Mine.
And Fist Nest.
Mine.
Yeah, she'll be good. I mean, is she technically an engine? No, but she gives you the versatility in your deck.
She smacks you for free damage with like
Right.
actions like bam.
She's got a lot of pay sides. So I mean, that's kind of big, but that's why her
But
power
it
action
takes
exists.
out to
Yeah, her pay side. That's why her power action's there. 18's okay cost. I mean, obviously she's working very well with Talzin and playing Fist, and that's going to be a deck. Palpatine's going to be a deck. There's going to be some like fun tier 2 bounty stuff because like I'm not really convinced Dengar is really going to be that good. Watto's going to be fun. You're going to see a lot of Watto. So
Yeah.
maybe he could be that new potential like 12 cost sweep point, kind of like a like kind of an engine of some sort because of the resource generation, similar to like how Talzin and Yoda kind of feel. But I don't think we really got a big engine character like Snoke or Yoda.
Hey man, I have another question from
Oh
David
my God.
DeVecchio. Can you use Awakenings for Starter Stormtrooper with Captain Phasma, Stormtrooper
No.
Commander, and Mega Blaster Troopers?
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
non-existent.
What?
The
The
Awakening?
Fost is
The
reprint.
Awakenings?
Fost is a reprint. You can use it.
No,
Yeah.
it's a reprint and says the word trooper on it, so it's not a full it's not a true reprint.
It still
It
counts.
has alterations. Yeah. Still
Hey,
counts.
I have another question for you.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we're
God.
going through these fast.
Yeah.
We're actually talking about some good content now.
So,
No.
2 questions before.
No.
I would like to say that I think Watto is actually the big engine of this set, and it's going to be disgusting. So
I like Satine though. I was going to talk about her too.
I don't think Satine's going to be that good though. Like she's
No,
all
but I
right,
like her.
but-
Like
Dead, just like her.
8 for 10. Oh, 8 for 10 though is pretty good. And the fact that whenever you activate a character, you re-roll on your dice. It's not great. It's not the new Moz by any means, but it's just it's kind of a neat card.
8 Nintendo. You only need 1 Nintendo.
What?
Vroom.
Oh, look, riddle me this. There's a new episode out. Let's watch that.
Hey, while you're
Oh
watching
my
that,
God, that's me.
I have another question for you from Austin Crow.
I'm glad you found some questions.
As rotation approaches, I'm finally thinking back to the beginning, back to metas of yore, and I'm wondering what dominant decks and fun decks have come and gone. I remember the Awakening, whatever SOR is, Spirit of Rebellion days of Django Veers, Pose Maz, FN Bala Night Sister. Empire
Wait a
of War
second. Wait,
brought us-
hold on.
I'm not done yet. Brought us
Say it in a Christopher Walken accent, and
No.
I'll listen to that question.
Brought us Seven Sister and Droid dice. Fill in the pool. What other?
Breathe, Captain, breathe.
Come on, let's do it. You got it.
What other decks does
There we
everyone
go.
else remember? Defining the game, however briefly.
Hanrei. The original Hanrei was a big thing for shield shenanigans and action cheating. And Vader Raider.
Yeah, that
Oh
poor,
yeah, of course, Vader Raider.
that poor card that let you move shields over never got played again.
Dang, I know what card you're talking about. I cannot
I
remember the
can't
name of it.
even remember the picture. Yeah,
I can remember everything but the name of
it's like Endow. No,
it.
no, Endow is give the. Hey, I have another question for you from a
Which
new
one?
member, Dave Gillian. Can you only play the cards to each character by color, blue to blue character, red to red character, and so on? Or can you play events, supplies, and weapon cards to any color that you have?
That last one.
Yeah. Hey, I have another question for you. When is a card considered in play?
When is a card considered in play?
Yeah.
When it's on the field. Who asked that question? Ban them
not-
from our Discord.
No, they're not from the Discord, and that's mean. Hey, I have another question for you. I'm not going to say who it's from in case Asher wants to ban them from the Discord. And just so you know, we've done that once, and we've lifted the ban. If the card says move a blue dice to any side, does it have to be your dice or your opponent's dice? Or any dice concurrently rolled?
That's probably a fake card because we have the terminology turn.
Oh my God.
If it says a die, it's any die. That's the answer. There you go.
It's a die.
Hey, I have
Any
another
die.
question for you.
Oh my god.
Guys, is anybody interested in buying a Spy Class promo Darth Vader?
No,
Care to
No.
behold?
no.
I'm gonna win it.
No.
Hey, I have another question for you. So when are we gonna get the legendary Porkins card that he deserves? Come on, FFG.
Also, another good engine is going to be Watt. That's also the card that we're probably going to get in the set. That's going to be similar to like a Snoken. So we got Watt, Watto, and probably not Satine. And I like
no,
Focus
definitely
Nest.
not Satine.
Hey,
What?
I have another
Watt
question.
is definitely going to be a strong one though. So
Oh yeah.
watch him.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last one of this bit that I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna let you talk about whatever the heck you want to talk about.
And I'm happy you got a K2SO that's not shooting a blaster that has melee damage.
Listen.
It's actually melee damage, and he's not.
Video on T3 made a deck with K2 in it, and it was pretty gross. He was rolling damage like nobody's business. It was disgusting.
Was it running like Ray and resetting it by moving weapons over or something?
No, and not the new K2.
No, the old K2.
No, he was playing the new K2 because he made
Oh,
his
okay.
own copies and printed them out and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was
That's
actually doing
copyright infringement.
C&D, C&D.
Hey man, they ain't banned their video yet, so
Ban them from the Discord, quick.
Listen,
the spot glass first. Fine.
if anyone's getting banned from this game, it's probably gonna be me first. Who's that guy putting all our content inside a simulator? Apparently, it sounds like what is that? Foghorn Leghorn?
Yes. I
Hey.
say, boy.
I have another question for you from Clint Brill. Can you resolve a Discord side? Oops.
That Discord side.
I have another question from Clint Brill. Can you resolve a discard side if your opponent has no cards in hand?
Yes.
Resolve it for nothing.
Okay.
Anytime I resolve a Discord side, I couldn't even get through the joke.
Hey, I have one last question for you.
Uh-huh.
Are you tired of me?
All the time, honey.
Do you want to leave?
Never.
Well, I want to
Flee the
leave.
scene.
Yo, you know what? I didn't ask for closing statements, so it's our turn to make a closing statement up.
We're gonna get like Jordan Peele and get out.
Wait, no, I'm not ending on that.
Someone did leave something for a closing statement, Kevin. Something about how do you catch a unique rabbit?
No, that's not a closing statement. That was a question.
Unique up on it.
Okay, I got one. I got a closing joke for you. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
Oh, don't cry.
That's so lame. Oh my god. Here, let me just type in shitty joke and see which is the first one to pop up on Google. Oh, boo-hoo. Ha! Surprise, surprise.
Was it really?
No!
Oh my god, that made it so much better.
I'm just going to type in butt quotes and see what comes up.
What?
Oh, hey, it's Ashton's face.
Yeah, you guys didn't know that?
He's
You know what?
scoffed at that, like,
This
so
is going to be the closing statement, and I'm in control of it, so you can't stop me. I will love you with all my butt. I would say
What?
heart, but my butt is bigger. Thank you for listening to the Jackalmen Games podcast, the last episode of season 1. Hopefully you had a good hearty giggle.
Folgers in